everybody. Oh, you're already on here live. Woo. Okay, so today is June 4th. I'm going to talk about a few things today, exciting things that happened in the news while I was going to get my hair done. Check out this bomb-ass dreads that I got. So I'm going to show you both sides. So I don't know if I can get those properly in the camera, but I love them. So there's a reason for these. These are my warrior dreads. So I'm super excited. I will tell you that Maya Lotus did them here in Calgary, and I can give you her link. I'm hopefully going to put it on my Facebook page later. So I'm going to put my name still, obviously. I hope you can hear me. I'm going to move over this, and hopefully that works better. Can you hear me now better? Okay. So I have some things to talk about. Sorry, I'm taking a while to get set up. I just wanted to go live. Okay, so I want to talk about a few things. First of all, I want to go back and talk upon silent weapons for quiet wars and what that is. Silent weapons for quiet wars is basically all the shadow games that we see being played out now in the media with Black Lives Matter. It's a divisional thing. It's pitting brother against brother. I encourage you all to look that up. Now, before I get started on anything else, I have to say, all of my videos are my artistic life. You're more than welcome to share them in its entirety to whomever you need to share them to wake up people. But please do not cut out pieces of my video and put it in a video of yours that goes against every single thing I have said. You obviously didn't research what I've talked about because you know the difference between Antichrist with an I and Antichrist with an E. So you, mister, who used my video and put it in some crap video of yours, I'd appreciate it if you took it down. I did report you for copyright laws, and you shouldn't go around using people's artwork. That's my artwork. That's my research. Okay, don't cut it up and use it to suit your needs. That being said, anybody who wants to share my videos, please do. Direct them to my Facebook or YouTube channel, Raven Moonstone Art. Please like and subscribe so you get notifications when I'm going live. It's still off. Sound is still off. Okay, maybe I'll move it closer to me. Is that better? Hopefully that works better for you. I want to bring up too what I'm having some technical issues I'm trying to get resolved. So one of the technical issues I'm trying to get resolved is I have a very crappy computer. Okay, it's bogged down with a whole bunch of crap. So excuse me while I take off my sweater. So I'm getting hopefully a new laptop soon. Because I had no expectation of my life being so publicized and criticized, I'm just going to reiterate what I kept saying from the very beginning. I leave it up to you to do your own research and to find your own truth. Sometimes I can help you find the links, and I do post them on my Facebook page, but you have to remember, for 3 or 4 months now, I've been posting a lot of links on my Facebook page and then condensing all that information into YouTube videos for you. So I apologize that I haven't been overly professional by providing links, but I'm trying to get better with that. So just bear with me. Again, did not know I would have to go out and buy a whole bunch of new equipment. I'm investing a lot of my own money in my channel. So I want to bring you as much information as I can and help you understand it. So my Facebook page is Raven Moonstone, picture of me in the red dress. My Facebook page link where I'm going to be dumping all of my information is Red Pill Raven, and that's attached to my Facebook page. You do not have to have a friend request to go like either one of those and follow them. So I will not be accepting any more friend requests right now on my Facebook page because I don't have time to answer 5,000 friends. I'm sorry. I love you all though. I really do. I'm trying to get through everything right now. So I have about 5,000 comments and messages and things that I'm just trying to get through to get you all up to speed. So what I wanted to talk about was the silent weapons for quiet wars. And why I'm talking about that is because it relates directly to the riots that are going on right now. So why are the riots happening? It's a lot of 3D shadow games that are still being played. And I'm going to bring out a couple of things that tie into that. And it's just, again, my thoughts. These are just my thoughts and opinions. You do not have to believe everything I'm saying. You know, please do your own research. But it's right now I'm having a little bit of glitch in my matrix because there's a lot of people who have joined and are following my YouTube channel and Facebook, but they don't understand how I got to the number 3 video of the Holy Grail and the White Rabbit. So, and you're looking for a lot of information that is found in my video number 1 and video number 2. So I'm just going to ask you to go watch those again. And video number 4 is basically tying the whole thing together. I will be talking tomorrow a lot in detail after my plumber comes and fixes my, it's the lady above tub leaked into my tub. So they're coming to fix it tomorrow, and after he's gone, I'll try and get a more concise report for you. But what I kind of wanted to talk to you today about was the riots going on are paid for, again, by the Soros Foundation. That includes his children and all of the minions. So when you're looking at, just going to draw you a pyramid for a second. When you're looking at this pyramid, you have to look that right here is probably where Tom Hanks was, and the Black Pope and all the people that run the crap are up here, okay? So even George Soros maybe would be right here. I don't know, I'm guessing. So you have to think there's like many layers underneath of him of minions. Now, you know, a big celebrity, if he's like somewhere around here, he's going to have like a whole pile of people way down under here before you even get to this person. So that's the people I believe that are still playing out all these shadow games on our planet right now. And if you do follow scripture, from what I know, it is literally like we've cleaned out the hell on earth and we've cleaned out the heavens. We're just having all of these leftover minions, dark minions, come and take over. Or not take over, they're trying to cause us to go riot in the streets. So worldwide, what I would like you to do is not focus on the negativity of the riots, okay? Because I do believe that a lot of these people are paid actors, number 1. Number 2, the deaths, I don't even know if they're true deaths. I cannot confirm actual things sometimes, and I do get a flood of information, so I'm trying to discern for myself what is true and what is false. So sometimes I will post things that I'm not sure of, so you can discern. Discernment is the key word here. So we're told to question everything, and I am questioning everything. So these are my questions that I have. So we all saw Justin Trudeau stand there like a dipshit for, I don't know, a good 3-4 seconds while he was getting answers in his ear. He's a clone. I'm just going to tell you how I think it's worked, okay? If you want to know about cloning, you have to go back to 1930s. They've been human cloning since 1930s. I've talked about this a little bit in my videos before about cloning and how that worked, and these are only what I think. It's not the truth. I don't 100% know for sure. But in my research, I've been told that clonings only last about 5 to 7 months before they start glitching like Creepy Joe, okay? So this is my thought with this whole entire situation. I'm going to back up to, first of all, the Titanic. The Titanic is an important event because 3 guys were trying to take down the Federal Reserve or prevent it from happening, and they were drowned in the Titanic, along with JT, what the heck's his last name? A reporter. And he was actually one of the first investigative journalists out there. Steed, J.T. Steed, I think is his name. And he's one of the very first investigative journalists out there. And his report that he had just published was about child prostitution. And he was from London. So you can imagine, like, 100 years ago, how that brings us up to today's speed in just those two groups of people, one reporting on child prostitution, and the other one group was trying to not let the Federal Reserve happen. So fast forward now, past World War I and past World War II. Well, in about 1936, I think, there was a spaceship that crashed in the Black Forest in Germany. And I think they started reverse engineering it then. And then when Operation Paperclip happened between 1945 or 46 to 1952, I think, you can go look at Annie Jacobson up on YouTube. She is the expert on Operation Paperclip. In fact, you just have to put in Operation Paperclip, and her name is the very first person that comes up. And she has very excellent information about what happened during Operation Paperclip. So they brought in 1,600 German Nazi scientists and engineers. Now, right around then was July 8th, 1947. And that was the Roswell crash. And that was a legit thing. If you want to know about the Roswell crash and the actual people that have touched the aircraft, you can go watch Unsolved Mysteries with Dennis Farina, season 3, episode 3. Okay, and they basically, the whole beginning of the video tells you about the Roswell crash. So why is the Roswell crash important to us now? Well, I'm just going to point out something really crazy that I bet you all didn't know. In 1947, that was their second time to reverse engineer a spacecraft with all these bright German scientists and engineers. And I should mention, too, Joseph Mengele was one of the people that came in Operation Paperclip and did all that effed up stuff in the Nazi concentration camps with humans and eugenetics and all of that. So during Operation Paperclip and after, it is my firm belief, and I'll pretty much bet my left sock on it, I'm not wearing socks, but that these cell phones that we have right now, I think they're from 1950. If a spaceship can try and time travel or go from here to Mars in one day in 1947, I'm just using logic and going with Star Trek and Star Wars. Like, in every movie there's truth. I'm thinking, well, they can time travel. We can clone. We can go to other planets. Yeah, like, anything's possible. Like, anything is possible. So it's really hard to understand how it got to be this way. You can go watch Out of Shadows on YouTube. It's an hour and 17 minutes long if you have not watched it already. And you will learn about how the CIA infiltrated Walt Disney Studios and basically all of television. And with that came Masonic, satanic worshiping, like right from the Mayan days. So a lot of people were getting caught up. They don't know anything about adrenochrome. They don't know anything about where our children have gone. So I'm just going to break it down in as short of sounds dropped off a bit. You lost your microphone. Oh, okay, let me check. I'll see if I can turn it up. Is that better? Okay. So, what did you say? Seriously, think it all the way out. Would Nazis manipulating area reconsider the patriotic? You're not letting me finish. Let me finish. Okay. So, knowing that this operation happened, and knowing that they have this technology, and knowing how the Bible, like I believe the Bible, or not how you guys are religious people, not spiritual people. So with this information, what happened, and you need to watch Fall of the Cabal, Revelations, Meet the Sheriffs, brackets, Bush, plus Hitler plus Obama in brackets. And those two men have researched the Hitler family in depth. And they will tell you, and they even show you names and phone numbers and everything of people that came in on Operation Paperclip. And in there you will learn, along with other sources, this isn't the only source, but you will learn that Hitler did have 4 daughters. And people are shocked when I tell them that. They're like, as if. It's true. I'm 99.9% true. So I'll tell you who the 4 daughters are. One is Stanley Ann Dunham. That's Obama's mom. The other is Angela Merkel. The third is Theresa May. And the fourth is the president of Lithuania. Now, what happened with all these 4 people? Well, it's a program they did around time of Project Paperclip. Firstly, Project Mockingbird was about TV and brainwashing, and along came MKultra. Now, if you guys don't know what MKultra is, it's literally mind control. It's mind control through TV programming, through radio, they used to do psychedelic LSD drug people up and then let them trip balls, and it goes so deep. We have all been MKultra'd at some point. All of us. Every last one of us. Okay, so why is that important? Because that's when our MKultra brainwashing is fighting the cognitive dissonance, and if you don't know what that means, it's you learn something, you're like, that's bullshit. Right off the bat, it goes against everything you say. So you have to know that there's a lot of science that has been hidden from us. And it's so massive, the amount of science that has been hidden from us. You can all go back to Tesla and remember that Tesla's the one that tried to give us free energy. Okay, and why is Tesla important now? Because Donald Trump's family worked with Tesla, and in that meet the sheriffs, the Bush, the Hitler, you will see pictures of Donald Trump's family with Tesla, with Hitler's bodyguard in pictures. So they basically kept Tesla alive so they could steal more shit from him. Big shocker. Shocking. And so I'm just going to explain that because I think that those people all belong to the black hats and they were all trying to do New World Order. And what that meant was the ID chip, patent number 2020-06-06-06. That was the mark of the beast that they talk about in the Bible. Okay? That's the thing everybody keeps sending me with the little barcode on their head. Okay? So there's a big difference between the black hat financial system that we have been running under the Federal Reserve, versus the NESARA law that we're moving forward to. So I will tell you the biggest differences you can look in, okay? First of all, we as human beings, all of us, this is why I don't like the Black Lives Matter movement, okay? Because there was a 16-year-old girl killed a month ago that was Indigenous in Winnipeg, and I keep bringing her up. But she was shot and killed fleeing a liquor store they thought she robbed. She didn't even get out of her car. They didn't even question her, nothing. They opened fire on that girl. Where's the justice in that? That's a true story that never got told in the news. A true story of yet another Indigenous person perishing. Where is the Indigenous Lives Matter chanting going on outside? All lives matter. That's my point. All of us human beings, yeah, all lives matter. But animals too. So, I'm just gonna let you know that all of this stuff that's happening with the MKultra, the mind control, all of these celebrities who are clones, there is a purpose to it. Now, this is just my opinion again, my opinion. So, as of what I'm familiar with, December 21st, 2012, when the mind clock stopped, mind calendar stopped, all options lead to the same thing, which is the Great Awakening. So it's just a matter of where it falls into this time sequence of when the Great Awakening is going to happen, when the big reveal is going to happen. This leads me to my big news today. I'm getting goosebumps telling you this. If you all haven't checked out the post that I posted on my Facebook page just now, it was about China. And why is this important? There's a white guy and an Asian guy in a boat, and they're floating outside of the Statue of Liberty, and they are talking about taking down communist China. And they're basically explaining how they're going to do it and how they've come to this process is they're basically taking them down for human rights violations and everything. This new party that is trying to implement this and take it forward basically is saying every single thing that NESARA supports. So what NESARA is the National Economic Security Reformation Act, or the Global Economic Security Reformation Act. And how that's different from the Federal Reserve crap we were running on. Firstly, Mr. Trump has taken down the Federal Reserve. We just haven't heard a lot about it, of course. We know why, because the news is owned by one person. Well, controlled by one person. So he's collapsed the Federal Reserve, and I think he's going to be running this new system beside the old system for a little ways of time so he can get integrated and being used to not needing money. Okay, now why is that important? Because there was so much money in excess in these tunnels underground that the RNA DNA was resanctified and attached to our new system. Now, somebody wanted me to bring up Kimberly Gogan, and I have posted her on my page, and I implore you to look up who she is. It's Gougen. Kimberly is the first name. And again, I'm trusting you all to do your own due diligence. I'm just going to tell you that she is an important person when it comes to the NESARA thing that we're those having trouble keeping up, be diligent in your business. Yeah, okay, thank you. This is why I'm telling you it's like hard. I get messages from everybody all day at different stages in their awakening. So this is why I'm trying to put it all together for you and show you that you can link it if you're watching all of the videos in order. Okay, so it will make sense. You have to do with video 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then go that way. So NESARA basically is for the entire globe. It is run on, basically it's the golden age. So it's my understanding that the DNA from this Kimberly person has the DNA of Eve. I could have misunderstood that. And it will never be able to be broken. It stands in the time of truth. So what that means is if we go to the bank to do our banking and somebody tries to rob us, we can't, no matter what we do, we cannot take out money, even if we put in our PIN code 100 times. If our biometrics are under stress, that is not truthful. So we won't be able to get any money out of it. That's how I understood the system to work. So essentially, money is really not going to be a thing because we're going to have access to so much money. So it's going to take a while to get people used to, first of all of these lies that we've been told, all of them, they're so overwhelming that I think one of the reasons why video 3 was successful, and there's over 114,000 views, thank you very much, by the way, is because I made sense of most of what was happening in your world. So again, Kimberly Ann Gogan, Gogan, thank you. I can't see her name, Janelle, thank you. What basically this new system is, and I've had people say, oh, it's the mark of the beast, and we're going to New World Order. It's so far from that, you guys. So far from it. It works in love and light. It's a love and light thing. So this is what I'm trying to get at. So with all these little bit of shadow games that are going on, on our planet, and I do call them little bits because they're riots that are going to be controlled, and people are getting arrested at an alarming rate. When Mr. Trump said the swamp runs deep, that is literally what he meant. This is literally dredging up every single minion that is violent, and yes, I'm in Canada. Every single minion that is violent, and he's just collecting them all and throwing them all in jail. So I talked yesterday about this list that I was given about the people who were executed already and the people who are under house arrest. And I will be posting that on my Facebook page. I can't tell you where some people are giving me information. I cannot sometimes provide those links because literally it comes from about, I'll say 200 or 300 different people and maybe even 400 people. And those people are sharing a lot of the same things again. So I'm giving a whole bunch of my anonymous or QAnons or whatever you want to be called credit because I'm not doing this alone. This is just my voice. Just my voice, just my opinion, and I'm getting all the flack for it. So you're welcome, QAnons, for or white hat digital warriors. You're welcome for me taking all the guff for your answering all your questions on what's going on. I'm really just trying to figure it out just like you guys are. So I'm trying to present how my critical thinking is working. I will be making that new timeline soon. And yeah, I'm in Calgary too. And I will make, yeah, I know it's like a synopsis. I'm trying to read some comments too. So I think I was going to try and put videos 1, 2, and 3 all together. And then you can see where Trudeau is linked to. People keep asking me to comment on Trudeau. This is what I know about Trudeau, okay? This is all I know about Trudeau. 4 of his best friends are pedos. Trudeau was on Harvey Weinstein's snitch list. He and his wife were on Harvey Weinstein's snitch list. What that was is Harvey Weinstein faked out over 100 people. Over 100 people, like Steven Spielberg, Drew Barrymore, Oprah, Ellen, Lady Gaga, Tom Hanks. Like, the celebrity list is long and disgusting. So I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm pretty sold on the fact that he's a pedo. There is a report on my page. It's from, I don't know. I'm so bad. I'm going to be writing all this down so I can give you the proper people and putting in my links. Again, getting more professional. Bear with me. Got my hair done. And, you know. So I'm just really trying to give you guys some things to point you in some directions. So the biggest news that I have today, if you've not watched the video on China, please go watch it. I swear China's rolling over to peace. Like, that is all that resonated with me. Like, and share that video with every Chinese person, English speaking or even Taiwanese or whatever. Like, I bumped into 2 ladies in the hallway that I didn't even know lived here. And I said something to the effect of, do you know, I said, oh, it's exciting news. Did you hear about China? And they're like, no, what? And they're like, thinking I was asking them if they spoke Chinese. And I'm like, no, I think China, the Communist Party is being dismantled soon or something. I don't know. There's a big thing going on. And she took a picture of my conversation so she could go look it up on YouTube. And I just really want to invoke a lot of thought and conversation. And the other things that I want to ask you to do is, if you know the link that I'm talking about and you have it accessible, could you please go respond to somebody in my comments if you see them struggling? This is how we're going to help wake up everybody. So if you also see somebody that you know is struggling with some information that I've presented and you know what I'm talking about, feel free to answer on my behalf. If you know that's what I was saying. Don't say, oh, Raven said that you're an a-hole, because that's not what I said. I can tell you that right now. So the whole wide world is going to be released from debt soon. This is what the Great Awakening is. And I want to show you what I bought today. This is sitting right here. I went and blew this up. I'm trying not to. Look how big it is. It's 18 by 24. It's like got all of the things on it that you can read. I don't think it's focusing, but it's the Great Awakening map. So I'm gonna talk about some stuff on there as I go along and try and string it to a timeline so everybody has a bigger understanding. So timelines are where it's at. I've learned that I can't make sense of the past or the future unless I know how the present proves past and the past proves future. I bet you all know exactly what I'm talking about. So I have a task for all of you listeners today. All of you, all 254 of you that are watching, I think. So what I'd like you to do, I know Illuminati means, actually, Illuminati and Cabal, when I say Illuminati and Cabal, I am talking about the satanic worshippers on the planet, the ones who torture and steal and do nasty things to children. That's who I'm talking about. I know Illuminati means enlightened one. I've done all my research again. You need to go watch videos number 1 and 2. I've spent years and years researching this as a foot soldier, using my common sense and whatever, but I'm literally piecing it together like a puzzle in the best way I can. And the only way I can tell you is it's the most screwed up matrix, but truth is stranger than fiction. Like, it really is. So I implore you all to do some research on just different ways you can tap in. I also posted a video on my Facebook, Raven Moonstone, about Europa. And if you haven't seen that, I haven't even watched it yet. But apparently it's mind-blowing. So I'm going to watch it and try and do some... yes, by the way, no taxes soon. That's all part of it. So I'm going to try and do a video on all of the stuff, linking it together properly now that, well, after the plumber comes tomorrow, I'll get that done. So what else was I going to say? Oh, yes, I'm going to task you all to do this. First of all, you're going to send 5 people, you know, each of you, 5 people, you're going to send them the Out of Shadows movie on YouTube. Okay? 5 people, you're going to be, hey, I found this really interesting documentary by an investigative journalist. You should check it out. That's all you should say. That's all. Those stuntmen are pretty easy on the eyes. I'm just saying. So, yeah. Spread the love that way. The other thing, yeah, Europa, I might be able to stick a link in this chat if I remember tomorrow. I'm really trying to remember everything and to put things where they belong. But I need help. I know I need help. I have too many comments and too many things that I'm trying to get together. So if all else fails, go scroll Raven Moonstone on Facebook, and you can pretty much find lots and lots and lots of stuff. It's some stuff I haven't even told you about, believe it or not. I just haven't gotten to it because I'm trying to wake up the beginning normies, and then I'm like trying to fill in all the red pillers who are full red pilled. It's like this balance of, I don't know what to talk about today because I have so many answers. So I'm really trying, you guys. I love you all, by the way. Your energy, your love, your light. Yes, Steve M., I will try and put the link in the chat. So to get you all connected, I'm doing the best I can. So I do know that if you go on DuckDuckGo, a search engine, that is 10 times more effective for me personally in getting proper information because they don't track you, but the algorithms work together really nicely. So I've been able to get quite a bit of stuff. I wanted to talk about the White House power bill, why that was important on May 1st. First of all, the United States has been buying electricity from not only Manitoba Hydro here in Canada at an alarming billions and billions of dollars a year, but we've basically been like giving water to the United States. There's a lot of things that people don't know that have been going on for years and years behind the scenes. So the bulk power bill was super important because it says the United States is going to create its own electricity. Where are they getting this electricity from if they were buying it from Canada before? I'm going to throw this out there and put, maybe the patent had, like, I don't know, 1888 on it, or maybe it had something to do with Tesla energy, or maybe, I don't know. It's my belief that when Mr. Trump said that they were building new ventilators and then he was screwed up and said generators, I think that all has to do with free energy and hooking them up to these big towers and getting us all free energy. That's why I think that bulk power bill was so important. So you can go look up on, I was easy to find. I don't know, I'm Canadian, so I just go and look these things up, and it, connects me. So the zero port energy is going to come very quickly. So this is my thoughts. Well, I'll say predictions, so I sound like a psychic or something. These are my predictions. No taxes. Healthcare for the elderly. Free healthcare for everybody. Over 6,000 patents been released to the public, and those include, the luminescing your veins and cleaning out your body, and like lots of natural, holistic ways of healing yourself. Sound waves, believe it or not, healing frequencies are going to be used. So, and they work for me. If you want to know how I calm down every day, I put on healing frequencies. Pain is like 174, 432 is the megahertz for our earth frequency, and it helps keep me grounded and not flying around thinking, oh, there's glitches in our matrix all the time, and if I see that, wow, keeps me grounded, puts the fluff out, gets rid of all the darkness. So the other thing I suggest to you, and I know a lot of you aren't doing it, shut off your damn TV. Shut it off. Like, just turn it off. I went across the street. I don't have a TV in here. I went across the street to get some Vietnamese food, and I was in there for, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. I turned and looked at the TV, and there was a Black Lives commercial on Black Lives Matter, and they're telling everybody how to wash their hands. A whole bunch of NBA stars or something. I was so irritated and agitated that they're still doing this to get people, and then walking around and seeing everybody with masks and these signs, and I don't know, it's just super frustrating. So all I can do is, light and love, light and love, light and love. You can still have light and love and frustration, okay? You can still be fucking pissed off and give somebody light and love. It's okay, we're human. We're all trying to get through this, like, 3D to the 4D where we kind of meet, and then 5D. We're all squeezing through this bottleneck of truth. That's how I see 4D right now, is this bottleneck of truth, and everybody's like getting squished up like a bunch of people in a train car, or in the cattle car, as they call it in Cuba, where they have literally a cattle car behind a semi, and everybody gets in there, and there's like 5,000 people, and you're all jammed on top of each other, and it's open, and you're flying around. Yeah, that's what they're feeling like. Everybody, get out of here. You're in my way. I'm right. You're wrong. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who's right and wrong now, because the truth is all going to come out, and we'll all just be exposed to it, and everybody will be like, all you hippies out there, I'm telling you right now, all of the people who look like this or had like, oh, you're nothing but a hippie or whatever, these are the people, all the people, the 3D people that aren't getting what's going on, they will come to you for help. They will come to you for guidance because you understand, you can relay it. And I expect everybody, like I would do it without an ego. I'm not here presenting my ego. I put some makeup on for you because my friend told me to. You're welcome, Mel. And no lie, she just popped up making a comment on my face. I gotta tell her that later. Yeah, so I was doing live feed and I mentioned your name and boop, there you came. So I want you guys to all think of something spectacular that you're looking forward to helping another human being moving forward. I am super looking forward to creating a truth movement of people that we go and meet and interview and say, ask them what their story was. Pretty soon you're going to get sick of hearing my story, even though I haven't really told you lots of my story, but you're gonna want to help people as much as you can, and that's gonna look painful for a really long time. So, and the reason I say that is, think of all the years that the people who are woke now and everything makes sense, and you had those dark dreams about being in a tunnel or being tortured or whatever it was, that now you know that was a shadow entity put on yourself to invoke the challenge. And if you didn't overcome the challenge, then it was easy for them to wipe you out. You know, that's how I looked at it. They have to present both things. So knowing that we've come this far with this much difficulty that we've had for the last 1,000 years as humans on this planet, I get goosebumps when I say this. Knowing that that's all behind us, I am like super happy. Like I've only cried in joy. I've only cried in joy in the last few months. I have not shed a tear for sadness, or I will not let that vibration take me down. I do let irritation get at me, but once I voice it, it's out. So I want to tell you, comedy is the best medicine. We have to make jokes. We have to laugh. I have to post things that you're like, is that photoshopped? Boy, that's hilarious. And then you see JFK's face like behind it. Like, come on. Like, everybody needs a sense of humor right now. Like, we all need a sense of humor. Make some dank memes. That's what I say. I don't even know what that word means, but my kid uses it all the time. I'm sure it's probably a bad word, some satanic crap. I don't know. Everything has a meaning, like thugs, thuggies. Who knew? Who knew? I just thought that was all like lingo to be cool, but it has meaning. Everything has meaning. We have more information than we need. And we have all the information that we need, actually. All of it is right in front of us. So what I'm trying to maybe help you connect is, find some people who you can go for a coffee with, crack a few jokes, drop a quick red pill joke on them. They'll be like, what? And then you can like open up the lap. It's really not that hard if you raise your vibration and you're speaking it from a place of love and light. Just say, like, I'm going to be so glad when you have no taxes. And people are like, what? Huh? What are you talking about? No taxes. And I'm like, yeah, I'm working really hard to break you free from debt as fast as I can. Like, I told that to my kids, and my kids are like, I'll believe that when I see it, Mom. Like, come on. Like, really, no debt, no student loans, as if. And I'm like, so if you don't have a mortgage by Christmas, what do I get? That's what he said. Yes, JFK Jr. is alive. I do believe. Yeah. Oh, dank is good weed. No wonder I say dank all the time, because I like good weed. Thank you. So I have done stand-up comedy twice in front of crowds. So I'll leave you with and some of you tight asses are going to get really mad at this joke. And this is how you know I'm not living in an ego world, okay? This is what my opening joke was when I went on stage the very first time. So over the past 5 or 10 years, I've actually lost about 80 pounds. And, well, at the time I did. So in my research of losing all of this weight, I was kind of concerned what the skin would be like on the human body. Like, would it be saggy? Like, what was I looking at? Like, how much working out did I have to do? Because I hate working out. Anyways, I learned, and this is true, I learned for every 20 pounds a man is overweight. Like, if he lost that 20 pounds, his dick grows half an inch. True story. I guess that explains my 2-inch labia. But I'm ching. That was a joke. It's just a joke. Don't be thinking I'm all weird or whatever. It's just a joke, people. And then when I was standing in front of everybody on the stage, they all started looking at my crotch, and I called them a bunch of perverts. So it was even more funny. I just kept making fun of it. You have to make fun of yourselves, you guys. You have to make fun of yourselves before you can make fun of anybody else. You know that. You have to make fun of yourselves before you can make fun of anybody else. So keep it light. Keep it light and lovey, you know? Like, just make up your own jokes. I see everybody laughing, so I'm glad you all got my joke. Yeah, I don't care if it was just whatever, tasteless. Get over yourself. I don't like it. Especially the girl who comments on my bras. I am wearing a bra today. You're welcome. So, anyways, you guys just have a fabulous night. I want you to go watch the China video. I want you to share the hell out of that. That is the best news. Like, peace on earth is almost upon us, you guys. Peace on earth is almost upon us. So you can just take big, deep breaths outside, stretch your arms, and feel like what it's going to learn to fly, because we're all going to get our wings soon. And fuck, I cannot wait to be like just rolling up somewhere with a joint rolling out of my mouth. Big friggin' angel wings. What's up, yo? Let's get this shit started. Having a big festival, whatever. Woo, big party. Life is going to be good. Life is already good. We're just getting dragged down a little bit by these 3D negative energies. So it's up to all of you light workers. You are all light workers. Everybody who's sitting here watching my video, getting distracted by my voice and my hand flapping. Oh, we talk with our hands lots in Canada. Well, I do anyways. But you all need to spread your own light and love around. Task yourselves to spread the message of awakening as best as you can. Even if you're dropping someone the Great Awakening map into their email box and they open it up and I'm like, what is this? That's literally what I did. I'm like, holy fuck. I just started reading. So it literally opens everybody's mind up to all of the information that we have hidden. So we are going to fly, you guys. We're all going to fly. That I believe I can fly. That was my bad singing voice, so I can actually call this a music video. I was told if I sang in every video, it could be a music video. So that's what I'm going to do, every video. This is my music video, and then I can say fuck as much as I want. So a little thing about when I put on my monetization, we just did that to try it out, to try and see if we're going to get any more money for our new laptop. We do need a laptop and some other equipment. So we're trying to figure out how to link this up, because I've had probably about 50 people ask me if they could send me money. Yeah, it's great. We're going to apply for a grant, though. We are going to apply for a NESARA grant. So, and try and get some money, because there's people in the UK who've already been applying for grants and getting money from the White House. True story. So if that's not telling you that they're looking to unleash humanitarian money on us and start these new programs for healing, light, and love. Healing, light, and love is the way to go. You guys want to get lit? Go listen to Michael Jackson's Heal the World song. That is like a super bomb-ass song. And it is literally what we're all to do. So I just want you to all meditate and have light and love in your heart. And yeah, I was going to tell you about my dreads before I leave. So these feathers represent my children and my family. And then I have right at the back, I don't think you can see it, but if you can, there's a little sugar skull. And that sugar skull represents all the children who have perished in this silent war. We do it for the children. So I can't talk anymore about the children because I just get emotional. So I love you guys. I love your energy. I love all your comments. I love everything about how you can, you're getting connected. I love how everybody is making friends of friends in my links. Like, it's amazing, you guys. Just keep up the good work. Like, seriously, I adore you all. Like, I love you guys all. You don't know how much I sit here and go, I'm literally loving everything you say, like, from the bottom of my heart. You have to know that. Like, I cannot comment on everything, but I love you all so much. Like, I love all the people who spread my video in light and love with the message that it's intended. I love you all for waking up, even and helping blue pill or red pill, all the blue pillars. So I love you all for trying your hardest to understand what the fuck is going on in our world and helping me understand or helping me ask questions or find answers or make sense so I can help others wake up. It really is meaningful, and it is not just about me. Red Pill Raven is a movement. It is a movement that I have like thousands and thousands of people supporting me. Thousands of white hats out there who believe in what I'm trying to discover and I'm trying to uncover. I may not always be right. I like to think I'm right all the time, but whatever. We all have opinions, but it's up to our discernment to let it ring true with our vibration. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys all go and have your great night. And I love you so friggin' much. Like, I really do. I can't wait to meet all of you because I'm literally, when I go around the world, I'm going to be flying to all of my friends and you'll be like, I was with you when you were just Red Pill Raven. I was with you when you were just Red Raven Moonstone Art. Or I met you when. And there's a lot of people who have already touched and hugged on this planet that I will be touching and hugging again. That sounded a little bit creepy, but I did not obviously mean it creepy. I'm coming to touch you. You guys have really touched my hearts. You really have. So thank you very much for being such a support to me and my team. And we're really trying to work. I have a team. That works with me, and I can't thank them enough. And I'll be putting all the links and getting my shit together hopefully by Sunday. Speaking of which, on Sunday I was asked to be a guest speaker in another thing, and I'm going to try and get my radio station or my radio show up on the radio station. I was asked to do a radio station in Hamilton, New Jersey online. So I'm pretty excited about that. I just obviously have to get my poop in a group before I go and try and interview people with my shitty equipment that I have now. This computer is a crappy Apple. And I'm pretty sure the day I did the hacks with on 420 or 421, whatever it was, I got a little virus. I'm pretty sure, I don't know. Or maybe there was just so much shit in there and clogged it up. It's not working very good. So that's why I can do lives now on YouTube and not Facebook. So you guys all have a great night, light and love. I'm just gonna do my little Reiki to you all. Many blessings to all. I wish you light and love on your journey to the Great Awakening. Have a good evening, everyone.